Hi, I've been learning Python for almost 3 months, and I took some offline classes, also learned by myself online by watching other people's project on YouTube a lot. I heard that the best way to learn is actually to teach, so I decided to select some interesting projects that I have done or I found online to make them into tutorials. I tried weeks ago, but I found it was not that easy. So first, it's a lot of work to do the research. Second, when I wrote the code, I always found it was not good. And I had to start over and rewrote the code. So that's why I kind of procrastinated. But now I've selected several interesting projects and figured out how to do proper code for beginner me. Hi, let's start small and get started with our first project. Our first project is an interesting, easy, yet very useful project, I think. And the coding environment we are going to use is this Google Colab. It's a browser-based coding environment. It's very easy to use and very friendly. How to access is very easy. You just search Google Colab on Google and you'll get here. From here, create a new notebook. And you can start do your coding. You can write your code here. And press this button to run the code. Easy. Okay, I've created a notebook for this project, and we can name it correlation calculation using Yahoo Finance. Today is July 17. So this is the project of today, is to calculate the correlation between stocks and cryptocurrencies. Now I selected some of the stocks that I have been paying attention to. Of course, you can replace those stocks with whatever you like. Just to replace the ticker of this stock on Yahoo Finance. So I also listed the 4 steps of this project so that everyone can easily keep up. The first step is to install and import the libraries. And for the libraries, of course, we need to install and import Yahoo, because this project, we are going to use all the data from Yahoo Finance. And we also need to import a library called pandas. That is the library of Python to analyze data. Okay, let's quickly do it. Install. Yahoo Finance, and we import pandas as PD. We'll also import pandas data reader. Oops. Import data. This pandas data reader is to read the data from web page, and by using this library, I can quickly show you how to use a second method to get the data from Yahoo Finance. And we also need to import date time because we would like to get data within a specific time frame. Okay, and then we can run it. It finished. And next step, we wanted to see if we have already installed those library successfully or not. And we can quickly try some. Let's set the end date to today. Oh, because today is Sunday, let's do 15. Let's set the start date to 2 years ago and analyze the stock's correlation in the past 2 years. Oops. Run it and quickly take a look how many days we are gonna look at. Run it. You must be kidding me. Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry, I forgot to run. God. Okay, so we are looking at 730 days data. So next step, we are gonna read the data from the Yahoo Finance. As I just mentioned, we have two methods to get the data of one stock. The first is to use the data reader. And let's do a quick example, just for reference. We'll select a stock. Let's see, Hood. It's my worst performing stock. Robinhood. And we have the ticker. Oh. And from where? Yahoo. The date, start date. Let's see till now. And read it. Okay, you can see we got all the data. So why it started from last year was because Robinhood was listed last year, 1 year ago basically. And this is the price initially, and this is the price now. So that's why I said that was my worst performing stock. And method 2. So it's very easy, just to use data.dataReader, the ticker of the stock, where Yahoo, start date and end date. The second method is to use this library we imported, Yahoo Finance. Very easy as well. Let's give it a try. Meta. Easy as it shows yf.download the ticker meta start and end. And I can read this meta. So basically the same data, 6 rows as well. And how we can get this close price, because that is the price that we want. We can put it in a bracket, close, run it. So this is basically the close price, and we wanted to make it into a plot. Let's further explore this library, YF. By using this, you can check all the information of one ticker, and you can get all the info from Google. This is all the info of Google. Of course, you can get what you want. Let's see, current price. That is current price of Google. You can also see the history of Google. You can give it a period, 100 days if you want. And then run it. And we know that 2 days ago, Google did a stock split, so that's why the price became 100 something from 2000 something. So in this case, I think we can make the time frame till 14, just in case, to make it fair, right? Okay, I think we need to rerun it. Ooh. Okay, let's get another test. The ticker of the S&P 500 PC should be start. Let's see now. Ooh. What's wrong with? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Definitely my bad. Sorry. Rain on it. And let's check this. Okay, I said price. Okay, step 2. Actually, we just did it. Get the data in a specific time frame and read the data. That's how we did it. we have two methods. The first is to use data reader, and the second is to use the YF library. You can also easily make it into a chart by using dot plot. So step 2, we already finished it. I'm gonna put it here. So what is step 3? Step 3 is to put data into a data frame. We imported Panda already, and then next we need to put all those data into a data frame because we have 7 stocks, cryptocurrencies, and oil to analyze. So how to do this? Let's create a list. Use all these tickers. For Bitcoin, the ticker is Bitcoin USD, and Google. So we also have Meta. We have the Netflix, right? Not performing good stock. And we also have the S&P 500. What else? What else? Tesla. Okay, and oil. Now we're gonna make a data frame. Data frame, you can easily understand it by think it as a Excel table in tickers. For ticker in tickers. Okay. So the ticker is just random variables. Data download, we just lent, and ticker start, and that's the data. The data frame we use ticker, this list, and we wanna only use the close price. Okay, then we can run it. And let's take a look. What do we have? See, now we can see we have all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the close price of each of the stocks. But we can notice that there are some of the NA value in the stock, but not cryptocurrency. Why? That was because the stock market is closed on the weekend, but for the Bitcoin market, it stays active basically every second. So that's unfair if the row and the value number is not the same. So one way is to calculate the correlation, use the weekly average value. That was what I did initially, but later I found in that way the result of the correlation was not accurate. So I changed to another method, which is to drop all the rows with this NA value. Basically, we only keep the values of the weekdays instead of weekdays plus weekend. I would say in this case, for the Bitcoin, it also would be not fair, because when it compare the changes of the value, then it would compare the Monday to last Friday. But I couldn't think of any other ways, so I'm gonna use this. So we need to drop the NA value. Let's see. So we dropped it, and I can use a plot to take a look as well. Make it big. Okay. Yeah, very interesting, because the price of Bitcoin is way more higher than the price of other stocks. So that's why it's kind of dominant. The next you can see is the purple line. The purple line would be S&P 500, yes. But you can barely see the fluctuation of other stocks. They if you wanted to take a look at those, then you have to remove the Bitcoin in this chart. Okay, then next we should do is to do the correlation calculation. But before that, we wanna create a variables. To join all this together, and then we can check it. It still has an A, so I think the issue here is that I need to do something here. Maybe I should do this. Not really sure, but we can try. Okay. Then that's good. To make sure Okay, nice. And when we combine all those together, we basically can check the index of minimum of the stocks and when it happened. So Tesla is 2020, Netflix, yeah, of course, everyone knows. Meta, Google, 2020, Bitcoin, 2020. Interesting. Interesting to know. Let's see the max. I also want to see what is the price at that time. Okay, so basically it's almost okay. Then I want to see max. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I remember at the time it was 60 something. Okay, interesting to know. Okay, the final step is to do the correlation. So first, we need to calculate the changes, the change percentage. That's how correlation should be based. The correlation should not based on the price, but rather based on the return, which is the change. How to do this? Also easy. We already have the stickers. And then percentage dot change. Yep. So, because the first day it couldn't compare to any data, so it's an A, makes sense. We can see this. Next, we're gonna do the correlation, also easy. Oh, sorry. Okay, correlation is done, and we wanna make it into a heat map. So we're gonna do a heat map, and by creating a heat map, we need to import this Seaborn library. Import Seaborn as CSNS. Ooh. And then we already imported this, and we use this heat map. And we use stickers. Yeah, so basically we got our heat map of the correlation, and you can make it more good looking. So here is some code to make the color beautiful and to have the figures on it. See? Yeah, so that is basically what we created, the correlation of different stocks. We can see that yeah, so if we look at Bitcoin, then it has the strong correlation with the S&P 500. If you look at the S&P 500, it has the lowest correlation with Bitcoin. No, the oil price, which makes sense. This colorful table is what we programmed today, the correlation table. Correlation is the key to diversity. If you want to diversify the portfolio, then you'd better choose the assets with lower correlation with each other. That can help to reduce the risk of a portfolio. But I think that is everything has pros and cons. In that case, you may have the diversity of the portfolio, but you may have lost the chance to get the maximum profit. Another thing to note is correlation is not causation. There's no causal relationship in correlation. That's the project of today. Next project, I'm thinking about to program a bot to activate your WhatsApp and send personalized message to your contact. So peace out and see you next time.